Welcome to Friday with Friends. Friday with Friends is our opportunity to talk about the real estate market, share any insights that we are seeing, answer any questions you might have, so that we would love the opportunity to be your realtor of choice.
Yes, exactly. So we have a really great topic today. A call that I always get, and something that we always say on every Friday with Friends episode for the most part, is if you're gonna remodel your house, call us, because let's talk through if you're gonna see a return on investment if selling is in your future. But today, what we're gonna talk about is 10 different upgrades that you can do to your home for less than $500 or about $500 or less that you are gonna see a return on investment from. So we're always here to give you guys as much knowledge as possible, and these are 10 great ways to add value to your home.
Because so often when we're going to meet with these clients, like, we're gonna redo the kitchen and we're gonna change sometimes those big things can make an impact, but also, particularly in a seller's market, you don't have to be doing all of those things. So these they are small but mighty updates today that we're gonna dig into.
Awesome, I love it.
Number one
is my favorite thing, fresh coat of paint.
I mean, come on.
It doesn't take much. A gallon of paint is around $25 on average, plus a weekend and some sweat equity. But boy, does it make a difference with those neutral paint colors. Everyone loves the grays are still in right now, tan, just something neutral so a buyer can come in and just move right in.
And if you're wondering about paint colors, go on Pinterest. You will see the colors of the year you just trust. Go and get that.
Yes.
And the return on investment, now again, this incorporates if there's someone painting for you, but your return on investment is over 107% return on investment. Now, we don't think you're going to get a $25 can of paint and gain $35 in equity. I don't know if that math is right.
Yes, you probably would.
But when we're talking about you will be making money, there will be a return on investment for something as simple as fresh paint.
Definitely, and keeping those neutral colors we just love. Number two is low maintenance landscaping. And one common thread that you'll probably see through all 10 of these is that it's nothing crazy. It's gonna be more just making it clean, tidy, and move-in ready. And this is one piece. We don't need a new deck. We don't need a new patio, but maybe a fresh bag of mulch. I think they're like $4. Again, a weekend and some sweat equity. And maybe, hey, a few potted plants. You love your potted plants.
I do.
It just really creates a nice welcoming entryway.
And it's so easy for things like that to be something you've just always seen your landscaping the way it is. So if you have a friend that you know will tell you what's going on, they can say, hey, listen, we can remulch this area, or we can turn this bed into something that looks nice. I will tell you, we have so many buyers when they buy a house and they redo landscaping and it looks like a completely different home because there's just another set of eyes on it. So make sure you're starting to say, what are the beds around my house and how can I landscape and kind of kick it up a notch?
Definitely, I love that.
Number three, this is my favorite.
I was gonna say, I think this is your favorite.
This is my favorite. Redo your front door. I love a good front door. Now, from a curb appeal perspective, but also from that first impression. If you have a front door that is kind of blah, maybe chipping paint or just not looking as good, when that client is waiting at the door for their agent to open up the door, what are they checking out? Your front door. And if they start to see some deferred maintenance, that automatically sends a red flag.
Definitely.
Now, you could paint the front door, give it a fresh coat of paint, or a brand new door is probably going to be about $500. So again, that's the ish that you can start to determine, is it worth a brand new door? But either way, the investment is 101% return on investment with a front door.
And I've even heard other sets that it's more than that. That's pretty much between your front door and even like your garage door and just your front entryway. That is the best return on investment that you can spend based on all of the research that we've done. Hey, even grab a new wreath, a new welcome mat, again, another potted plant. Just those few things are gonna give that welcoming first impression when the buyer is waiting to get in the front door.
Yes.
Okay, number four. So this one is so important as well. Now that we're kind of getting into the inside of the house a little bit more, is the smell. We all know we've got our lovely fur babies, our dogs and the cats and everything like that, but they can definitely, those smells can just hang on your soft surfaces. So your carpet, couches, things like that. Now is the time to, if they are worn, maybe replace them, or just make sure they're extra clean and even pay, a few $100. I believe on average it's around $50 a room to have those professionally cleaned.
Yes, and air quality is such a huge deal right now that a lot of people are really loving when you can say, I just got my ducts cleaned, or you have an air filter, or those pieces that just make the inside of your home just feel so much nicer, so much cleaner, that it can really make an impact.
Definitely. And some of the best smells that we find are going to be citrus, vanilla, pine, cedar, any of those kind of just homey smells. We want to make sure that we potentially ramp up, but not too much. We'll help you with that. We always joke that we offer our free smell test. So we'll come through and give you the honest opinion on that, because sometimes you live in your house, you don't realize that it smells like dog. I'm speaking from personal experience.
I'll be the one to tell her.
Exactly.
Number 5 is your small bathroom update. So this is something where you can just keep an eye out on Facebook Marketplace or some sort of like Lowe's or Home Depot deal for a new vanity. Now, yes, this is like next level, but to be able to do a new vanity or a new mirror over your vanity, you can do maybe something with your reglazing your bathtub.
Yep. So reglazing the bathtub is such a great idea. So it's about $300 to $400. So we are under that $500 threshold, but it just goes such a long way. If you've got the pink tub, the green tub, the yellow tub, and the tile around it, you can actually reglaze it, paint the tile all white, and it will make such an impact. So that is a huge one.
Yeah.
Yep.
When you've got some nice grout, you're like, this is a brand new bathroom.
I just redid it.
I just redid it because we've got new grout.
Exactly. So that's a really great one. Another thing is maybe you want to keep your vanity. You could always paint it. Just replace the fixtures. Those things go such a long way. If we want to remove any brass that we have, I've also seen some really cool DIY where you can paint the brass. So there's tons of stuff out there to really just level up your bath without breaking the bank.
Yes, which goes into number 6, which is the small kitchen upgrades. Again, people come to us, well, I've got to redo my entire kitchen. No, you do not have to be doing that. Again, you can, now it is an undertaking to paint your cabinet. So like be prepared. We're not like, oh, go ahead, enjoy yourself. Like it is intense. But again, that is a simple remodel you can do, or you could pay someone else to do it. But when you are having when your cabinets are updated or look updated, that is a huge return on your investment for your kitchen.
Definitely. And maybe your cabinets are in good shape, but you just want to elevate it a little bit. We can adjust the knobs.
Fixtures. Yeah.
Get new fixtures, get new knobs on your cabinets to bring those up a level. Again, removing any brass and maybe adding a more modern metal to there. Also a new backsplash. So subway tile backsplash is something that you can do by yourself. Lots of DIYs for that, and that just goes such a long way.
And there's certain things like a new sink can go such a long way.
Yep.
You have people that are actually painting their countertops right now to look really nice. So there's some really creative things that if your kitchen needs a facelift, you don't have to spend more than $500 to be able to take that to the next level.
Perfect. So the next one is just number 7 is make your space feel as large as it can. Now, there's different ways that you can do this by spending money, maybe by adding crown molding, raising up your window treatments to make the room look larger and taller.
That's like my favorite thing when I'm like, it changed the entire room.
It changed everything. But there's also just that removing large furniture and decluttering. I always joke I should wear a shirt or a hat that says declutter because I say it like 1,000 times a day, but it does make such an impact, and that's free. That's just a little bit of sweat equity to remove the large furniture and really make the space feel nice and big.
Yes. Okay, number 8, replace outdated lights and fixtures. Now, this is something that your lights, you just look at them every single day and you're like, I gotta change those. Today could be the day that you can change out your light fixtures and just replace them. Again, out with the brass. It could be something where you're just spray painting them black instead, or a different color besides brass.
Yeah.
But your light fixtures have such a dramatic difference. It could be your light fixtures outside when at your entryway, or it could be a new chandelier over your dining room table, or increasing the light in your kitchen, increasing the light in your living room, maybe a new lamp or two.
Get a little crazy.
But the light fixtures can make such a huge difference, where they can actually make your home feel so much older and dated, or it can make it feel updated and modern.
Especially when you've gone through and you've painted and we've decluttered and you've cleaned, that can just be the last piece of the puzzle to really elevate the room. And especially with all the online websites now, like Wayfair, Overstock, Amazon, all of these sites, they're really inexpensive, definitely under $500, and make such a difference. Number 9, so this is a really important one, and when we were doing our research on this, we saw a huge return on investment when you get rid of the popcorn ceilings. all of the builders in the 70s, they're just
loving their popcorn
they're
ceiling.
loving their popcorn ceiling, but unfortunately it is out of date now. And
No one likes it anymore.
Let's be real. So it can really add a ton, and there's tons of DIY to do it yourself online. Definitely make sure you're testing it because some of the older ones might have asbestos, so make sure that you're handling that first. But it's a really nice, easy way. Lots of sweat equity on this one.
It is pretty messy.
It's pretty messy. It's not going to be a, relaxing day doing it, but hey, it makes such a difference.
Yes. And number 10, the final way to get a return on investment under $500 for your home is to clean your windows.
That's it.
Clean your windows. It's something that for me, I'm like, I'm going to do it this year. I'm going to do it this year. And sometimes we get to it, maybe the upper ones are not reaching, but you can make sure you're cleaning your windows. The natural light that it lets in, it can feel like a brand new home. Cleaning those screens before you're putting them back on can make such a difference.
Definitely. So those are our top 10 ways to get a return on investment in your home for under $500.
And again, it could be because you want to sell, or it could be because your home is just in need of a little bit of love. So whether you are looking to buy or sell real estate or just keep being in your home, we hope that these have added some value to you today.
Yes.
Thank you for tuning in to
Friday with Friends.
Friday with Friends is our opportunity to talk about the real estate market, answer any questions you might have, so that if you have any real estate needs, we would love the opportunity to be your realtor of choice. You can find us on all of our social media platforms at The Friend Team Real Estate or friendonyourside.com.
Perfect.
Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.